We've talked about the many benefits that older people can gain from taking part in group-based physical activity programs for their physical well-being, their mental health and their social connectedness. But I think we need to recognise that those benefits are only likely to be achieved if an older person is able to maintain their involvement over time. They've got to get over those initial hurdles to attending a program and then become a part of the group and feel connected to it. And there are a number of things that can get in the way of that happening. Certainly there's issues of health and the ups and downs that people may experience with conditions that they have. From time to time they may experience a loss of motivation to get out and to be interacting with people. They might feel a bit awkward in the social environment, and that can be something that deters them from continuing to attend. And sometimes there can be issues related to how they relate to the facilitator, and particularly whether they feel supported by the person who's running the program. So there's a number of things that facilitators need to be aware of that can get in the way of ongoing adherence to programs. A number of program providers talked about keeping a conversation alive with participants to consult with them about the activities that they enjoy. Some of them refer to this as co-design, so thinking about participants as partners, trying to encourage them to speak up and to offer ideas about the kinds of things that they'd find beneficial and rewarding.
We had consulted with them as to whether they would like to try the programs out at the gym. So this was through a yearly survey that we ran, taking into account their feedback and their readiness to be able to extend that out into a gym. So we found a local gym, and that's the Genesis Gym, that had a women's only area. We put in a program in there once every 3 months just to see their transitioning into that space. And from the 3 months we had a monthly program, and then at the end of 2016, when we did our last annual survey again, they had said that they were prepared and ready to actually go straight into the gym every week rather than meeting here.
Consistently showing personal recognition and support to participants is also a way that providers can facilitate adherence. And that can mean things like noticing when a person misses a group on 1 week and possibly following them up with a telephone call or sending them a text message. Reinforcing the benefits of programs to participants, and that can mean things like helping them to see where they're making clear improvements in their physical functioning, and reminding them about the longer term benefits that they're going to gain from taking part in the program.
The shaping and the development of the program was really what the women were really wanting to achieve. The health side of it had been quite prominent actually in shaping the program as they journeyed through the education side of and learned what this health component actually is and how to look after themselves.
She says she feels lighter, happier and more energy.
Participants said to us that a greater frequency of programs, a little bit surprisingly, was something that made it a bit easier for them to take part on a regular basis. And I think that one of the reasons for that was that they were able to see the benefits in terms of their health resulting from more regular participation. Offering rewards and incentives to participants can also be a way of encouraging them and making them enjoy their involvement in the program. That can take the form of things like certificates. It can be through the opportunities for social get-togethers and lunches that they can enjoy with other participants in the program.
We were considering, I actually spoke to one of our coordinators and thought that it would be good for us to acknowledge via recognition of attendance or certificates towards whatever goals that they may have reached in their language.
I think the reward would be the social interaction when they come to the program, because these people are very isolated at home. Some, maybe out of all my clients, there will be 1 or 2 people who are active and joining the community groups and volunteering and so on. Others just stay home doing nothing, and getting out of the house is one of the main things they're looking forward for.
Creating variety is another strategy that can be used. And that can mean mixing up the venues where programs are held. It can mean mixing up the activities, or the physical activities that are incorporated within the programs. Something that helps to make it feel fresh and enjoyable for participants is a way of trying to maintain their motivation to take part in the longer term.
For some seniors groups, for some planned activity groups or social support groups, it's the same thing every week. It could be bingo, bowls, lunch, and that's every week. So in our program, we have made a point of not doing that. We change the program every single week.
I think they're very good, because there's always something different, going on, and that's why I enjoy it,
Enjoyment and prioritising enjoyment is certainly one of the most frequently mentioned factors that contribute to ongoing participation by older people in organised physical activity programs. And that can be achieved by creating an environment where there's laughter, where there's fun. A number of providers talked about the importance of music and music that participants can remember from earlier in their life. All things that add to the sense of fun in the activity that they're taking part in. And being thoughtful to match the leaders of programs to the participants. That may be matching them in terms of their culture, thinking about their understanding and awareness of the needs of participants, considering a range of factors that improve their compatibility and their ability to build relationships with participants. Those are important things that create a more supportive environment and assist older people to become ongoing participants in programs.
Just all being together, we have lots of laughs, and laughing is very good for you. So, yeah, I just enjoy that. Like I said before, we have good leaders, we have exceptionally good leaders.
So we've got a very big pool of staffing that actually speaks different languages, bilingual staff, whether it be a permanent or on a casual basis. What's really important for this particular group of ladies, first of all, it is the gender. So when we actually match our staff with whatever programs that we're wanting to deliver, we consider the barriers, that we'll have for the staff and able to make that rapport with the clients. Gender being one of it, cultural sensitivity, but within the SMRC we do have cultural training, awareness that we undergo so that we are able to actually be equipped to be working with any ethnic community.
We got a diverse group of clients here. We got Greeks, Italians, Sri Lankans, Indians, Chinese and Australians. So our team here is a multicultural team. So, and also the experience and outgoing personality. We need people who are very outgoing because it's an activity program, and also who wants to come to work because they love the job.